Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brother Earth Healing. Thank you for joining us today. Today, as you can see from the title, we're going to be doing a reading for November for Earth signs, tapping into Earth energy, as well as taking a look at what's going on in our physical space, on our physical Earth a little bit. So this will be intuitive messages, channeled messages for our healing and for our growth. That's what we focus on here. A little bit about me. My name is Brother Earth, and I am an intuitive healer as well as a former Buddhist monk with the Thich Nhat Hanh community. I have been formally trained to do energetic healing work, as well as fell into doing, have been a medium, and am a medium and a channel. And have been formally trained as well to do that work. Feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in working one-on-one with me, or if you're interested in getting connected with communities and resources that would be helpful for you. Feel free to reach out for that too. Check me out on Instagram as well, just at Brother Earth Healing, for some fun stuff and little snippets, and other, where I post events as well. Mostly like free or donation-based offerings and little workshops. I think that'll do it for our intro today. Again, very excited. Sorry if you guys have been waiting for this. I've been having a hard time making time and finding time to do these videos this month. It's been another crazy one. But regardless, let's get started. I'm going to offer a little bit of energy to help us ground and enter the space and open up to receive what we need to receive today. Say some prayers and then we will get started. So feel free to just relax for now and open up to receive as much as you can. So I'll invite you just to begin to take a few nice deep breaths, allowing yourself to come back to the body, into this space, just opening up to receive today. Let's take a moment to become aware of our mental space, of our thoughts. And without judging ourselves or investing too much, let's set an intention to clear and settle our mind as much as possible and open ourselves to receive in the mental space today. And let's drop our awareness to our heart space now, becoming aware of our emotions and what's alive in our hearts. And again, without judging or investing too much, let's set an intention now to allow our emotions to settle and open up our heart space to receive whatever we need to receive today. Great. I feel some of us are really holding on to a lot of stuff right now, which is okay. So we're gonna kind of get started. I'd like to take some time to offer deep gratitude, thanks, and recognition for ancestors, both blood ancestors, as well as spiritual ancestors, guides, and teachers. Thank you so much for all of the beautiful gifts, all of the direction and guidance, all of the healing, and all of the love. I'd like to ask for support in offering messages, offering clarity in this time. Yeah, offering whatever we can together to provide, to provide clarity, to provide a path, a clear path for our healing, and a map. Yeah, thank you. Okay, great. That feels good. Let's get started. Welcome, everybody. I am in a very interesting mood right now as we're starting this reading. Yeah, again, I felt a lot being held onto during this time, and that very well may translate into us holding on to things like in our physical existence or like physical life, whether those are physical things or just a lot of holding on out of fear, which is a theme that has been coming up a lot. Just fear in general has been a theme that's been coming up a lot lately. King of Pentacles. Interesting. What I felt and heard right away was actually that we possess a great deal already, and holding on to things, just to be aware of what we're holding on to, maybe out of fear, because I feel that there's a lack of recognition of our true value of the things internally that we possess that that serve us and provide for us our well-being, more so than possibly some things on the outside that we are maybe holding on to. Okay, great. I feel like that is a very central theme to the energy I'm feeling right now. Is very much like to take some kind of inventory. So the dual, in one way, again, recognizing what we are holding on to that may not be serving us, or just recognizing what we might be grasping onto, and why, and doing that internal investigation, and then also doing another kind of internal investigation, where we're in more or less kind of discovering ourselves, or rediscovering, or just almost like a sense of like validating, and really putting some more value, some more significance, right, on that which we do possess, that that is in us, that provides so much for us, that provides happiness. And that could be anything from our own personal practice, sitting and chanting, and being a loving, practicing being a loving person with people in general. Whatever our practice is, like really centering ourselves in that. Five of Wands actually kind of came out like on the side, sort of like that. I'm feeling like almost like reading it reversed. The way that it's coming out for me right now is interesting. What I'm getting is actually like where there is conflict in our lives, both internally and externally, where there's conflict and disagreement, between maybe disagreements within our own self or with others, and this can be also addressing a global situation as well. I feel like it's addressing all situations, is what I'm feeling. It's like we are so used to this mentality of what I'm hearing is I need to get my way, or I want to come out victorious. That it's like we're holding on to our weapons, right? It's like we're getting ready to like fight, right? We have a tendency to fight for whatever, and it's like, hey guys, why are we fighting again? Do we remember why we're fighting, or why there's so much conflict, like at its core? Like, is this necessary? Is this necessary? And so however that's resonating for you in this moment, feel free to take it that way and run with it, and go deeply and do your own investigation with that. I feel like that is a very valuable thing for us to do right now collectively, and as well as internally in a big way, right? Because nothing is going to change, you know, in our lives, in our communities, in our world, if we don't, right? If there isn't this internal transformation and change, that's where it all comes from. Okay. And okay, so Nine of Swords came out. I'm feeling like with what I just said, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I'm just feeling a difficulty, feeling blocked, feeling stuck, and stagnant because of yeah, deep pain and grief, and a sense of hopelessness as actually. Which is interesting that the herb for this card is valerian root. I don't know if you can quite see that, but regardless, I am hearing a jumpstart. I'm hearing jumpstart. So certainly things that are rising in our lives that maybe make us feel like this, and in a collective way too, make us feel like this collectively, are serving to jumpstart transformation and deep healing and internal shifts. I'm hearing to grow our capacity, our many capacities, our capacity to have compassion for ourselves and others, our capacity to love ourselves and others more deeply and wholly, and our capacity for wisdom. You know, I'm hearing all of these things in a general way, offering an opportunity for us to grow our capacity. And I'm actually feeling like it's less of an opportunity as it is just something that is happening, that inevitably is happening. You know, which is great news, because, you know, sometimes it's like there's situations that arise where it's kind of feels more like, you know, we have an opportunity to see how deeply we want to go into that healing, into that, you know, process, and it feels now that there's some amount of work that's kind of being done, not for us, but yeah, it's sort of just happening this way. So there's some really interesting themes coming out. Yeah, some really beautiful messages. I'd like to, yeah, see what else wants to come out. If you want to do a storyboard, or what would you like to show us today? Yeah, for our growth, for our happiness, for moving gracefully through these times. I'm feeling like doing a storyboard, and I feel like these are fine. Okay, so I'm going to pull these out. 4, I'm hearing take them as they come. So I'm going to read, being guided to read reversals now. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So, interesting. King of Pentacles came up again, which was the card at the bottom of the deck for me, signifying the general energy for the spread that just came out. And it's a very similar feeling, again, that I felt with the other King of Pentacles that came out as the first card, is this theme of, yeah, like really understanding our inherent, I heard like royalty, but I think what is meant is actually like, you know, our inherent, yeah, like divinity, holiness, purity, our true selves, right? Like our like not just awakened, yeah, not just awakened, not just embodied, but really the core, at the root, which feels, yeah, boundless and infinite, you know, God, right? And so, yeah, this is all just kind of coming, and it's deeply, I feel, about recognizing this, coming deeper and deeper, going deeper and deeper into the recognition, right, is what I feel is happening. And so I would like to read this and offer, whatever I can as clearly as possible for this little storyboard here. I feel like there's some degree of Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like, again, there's some degree of a recognition of conflict. There's a recognition that there is this conflict, right? And I feel some are going to have an easier time stepping back from the whatever the catalyst is for the aggression or the conflict. And again, please take this however it resonates. It could be an internal thing. This could be something that's happening in your life, something that you're feeling, whatever it is, work, relationship, home life, or also relating to, if you resonate with, this is something that's resonating more with the collective, just take it how it resonates with you. And this person feels like I feel like there's a sense of feeling very alone in this recognition of like, why is there this conflict? Like, why does it need to be this way? And feeling very much up against the wall because, you're feeling alone. There's a sense of feeling alone in this recognition, which is certainly not true. Right. And almost in a way where it's almost blinding. I'm feeling like the message is having a very hard time getting the message across to you, right? You're not easily receiving support. Yeah. Although I feel it wants to come in strongly and is showing, it's trying to make itself known, like the message, the guidance, right? And the support is I feel there, but there's an aspect of like, relieving yourself from a victimhood mentality is actually what I'm feeling. Relieving, like letting go of a victimhood mentality. I feel like this is going to be very difficult for some, and that it's very easy in this time to kind of revert back to this more, to what we know, right? It's easy to fall into the trap of conflict, right? Of being in conflict, of feeling like, everything is like nothing is working out. There's no hope. There's no, why even strive for what I'm wanting, right? Why put down my stick, when I need to defend myself, is the feeling. Although in some interesting way, I actually feel like, again, there is still a very strong and present recognition that it's like, even though you feel like you have to hold on to it, there's nothing really coming after you, which is very interesting. And yet I feel, clearly feeling stuck in this place. A confused state of, in this whole situation, and just very unsure about what to do. Okay. It says, this is beautiful. This next part of the spread is really beautiful. I don't even know what's going to come out, but I feel it, and it's beautiful. It's interesting because even though you have this recognition, it's almost this feeling of like you wanting others to take the first step, to put their, swords down or their sticks down before you do. And it's an interesting thing where it's like, I feel like there's going to be a point where there's a recognition that even if others do, even if the conflict subsides, there's still this guarding. There's still very much this reluctance to trust, and to truly listen to the signs, listen to the guidance, right? And really take the guidance, take the medicine. And this is just like a natural process that happens. I would not judge myself or yourself too harshly, but rather to just feel out and have a sense and a thought in the back of your head that like if I feel drawn to doing this, or if I feel like removing myself from this situation, even though that seems very difficult, to test the waters a little bit and see, what happens and how that feels. Okay. Okay. We have Lover's Reverse next. Yeah, what I'm actually feeling is there's like this incredible, very beautiful, like, beautiful internal conflict. And the reason why it feels so beautiful is because it's such a beautiful teaching. Like, it's such a beautiful teaching. It's this, right? It's this grappling with and this coming into clarity, right? And seeing ourselves in our wholeness, right? As containing, the seeds of love and kindness and happiness and compassion, as well as containing the seeds of hatred and, and anger and fear, right? And it's like we're truly seeing our whole selves and coming into the acceptance, and no longer, like, the more important part is no longer pushing away the darker parts of us, or the things that are alive in us that aren't, that we might want to start letting go of, right? Because it's so important to recognize that those parts of us that are darker are incredible teachers for us, to recognize what we don't want, and also to serve the purpose and the role, the function of being present, so that we can learn to not just overcome them, but not see that as the only part of us, right? Not seeing ourselves just as those things, right? And letting them define us and letting them control us, right? Gaining control and allowing those things to pass through, and not allowing them to move through us as energy, as actions, as words, right? Is an incredible lesson, right? An incredible practice in mastering ourselves, in embodying what we want to embody, right? It's very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful, and definitely not easy. We have the Tower. It's interesting, as I put it down, I unknowingly, or I didn't mean to, but like I put it down face up, actually. And so I really truly feel like there is a beautiful balance coming, because it's like it's about befriending that darker part of us, and honoring it as a teacher, right? And really using that part of us to grow, right? And not banishing that part of ourselves. But acknowledging and honoring. Okay. Now we have now we have the Tower. Let me I'm gonna set this for like 2 seconds really quick. I'm hearing saving ourselves. Saving our hearts. Yeah, from being neglected or darkened, by being overcome by the darkness. Okay. Yeah, so this is a huge internal process that I see happening, and I definitely don't see it just as internal, but I feel like the reason why all of this is coming out in this particular reading, I feel, is because of how important this moment is in time and in our lives, on our planet, in our society, in our world, that internal changes and this internal and spiritual growth happens right now. Yeah, just this real complete, and on a societal level, this real true completion of a cycle of yeah, just not not subscribing, or the recognition that, just clearly so I can say it to them clearly, the recognition that the way things are set up and established in our society and run, and the way that we have accepted the hierarchy, the structure that has been so damaging to us, our communities, our planet, is just is just so not it. It's just no, it's just a clear no, right? It's like a collective, like, it's a collective, like, I'm good on that. Like, no, no, like, that's a no for me, dog. Like, it's a collective, like, and I think that there will be some that will not truly recognize that in themselves as being true, although that will be a very, very strong collective energy, and is already. It's just the building up, and this tower moment is signifying a moment where there is a more unifying, I feel, actually, moment, where there is it just feels like a collective lifting of the veil to the reality of the predicament that we're in, the situation, and the collective, like, no, okay, we're done. And collective, I don't mean absolutely everybody, but again, collective. Wheel of Fortune, definitely just feeling very, just new. This is very mysterious because I'm not feeling a particular energy from this card in terms of outcome. I'm just feeling like, brace yourself, like, and not necessarily in like a, apocalyptic way necessarily, but definitely like big, definitely big. And yeah, I don't know that there's too much that I'm getting for us to prepare, besides just doing this work, just continuing to do this work in a meaningful way for us, for ourselves. And yeah, it's like, get your act together so we can get our act together collectively, right? And we need everybody. We absolutely need everybody. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, what I'm getting is like, study up, or like educate yourself. And this is what I'm feeling is an education that we can do for ourselves in terms of just looking very deeply and honestly at what we can offer. And just really truly embodying that the best we can, the best way we can, really being prepared to offer. Just prepare yourself to offer and to give. Whatever, what you're here to give, right? What you're here in this life to give, and to offer the world. Yeah, that's really beautiful. And Yeah, wow, what an easy read. I actually asked for an easy session, like an easy read today, and for them to do all the work today. I feel like that comes out way nicer anyway, so way more clear. So yeah, I'm gonna pull a couple more cards for us. I'm gonna pull a card from my angel deck, which is a handmade deck from it was given to me by one of my teachers. And I'm gonna ask for, well, the card's already here. The card's already here. Okay. They always want me to pick 3 cards. I'm always just like called to just like pull the first 3 cards that come out. So I had the intention and asked for these couple cards for general themes and things to inspire us or offer us, direction in a very clear and concise way, on top of everything else that was offered just now that came through. The first one is release as a big theme for all of the work that we reflected on today. Okay, again, yeah, I felt very much a holding on in the beginning of the read, and feel free to rewatch it or go to that beginning part, and remain open to what you need to receive, opening up to the messages, to see what that might be for you if it's not clear. Again, feel free to reach out for private sessions with me. I have a sliding scale for my services for everything I offer. So feel free to message me on Instagram, or my email's in the description with some services that I offer too. Just release. Yeah, really release, really let go. Peace. Yeah, gaining grounding and peace, really being at peace, even if we feel like our worst nightmare is, about to go down or whatever, on this planet, hey, if we can be peaceful through our experiences, good and bad, then that is, gonna help us be clear and help us learn what we need to learn, even from painful experiences. Enthusiasm. That cute little angel on there. Sorry if you can't see too well. I think that while there might be a lot of darkness floating around and fear, there's this, definitely sense of let's release some of that. Let's really come into the recognition that we really don't know what's going to happen. We really have no clue. There could be complete disaster and complete, on one extreme, complete hell, coming down on us on this planet. Or, we could be, completely, somebody can come down and completely save us, or, or we can do it ourselves, either way, so we really don't know. And, releasing that fear, that feeling that we know, really being open, developing peace, really resting in peacefulness, and gaining a sense of enthusiasm, which is very reassuring with these 3 cards that came out, right? Release your fear, just be at peace, relax, and enthusiasm, get excited, for all the beauty and all the opportunity and the incredible time that we're in right now, right? And maybe begin to look at this whole situation in a different light, even though everything seems crazy and nuts and horrible, let's turn the energy around, because even if it is that way, by releasing our fear, by gaining peacefulness and easiness, and by getting excited and embodying those energies through our daily life, creating beauty and opportunity and peace for ourselves and others is there's no harm that's going to come for that. Okay, we're going to get 1 card from my Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck to close the reading. If anything else wants to come through to verify, or if anybody wants to pop out to say hi. or if we need some verification or some something to really, yeah, help us out here. Oops. It's funny, as I shuffled, the same card was at the very bottom of the deck, Summer and Bask in Light. Again, oh my god. Snake, shed old skin, let go, man. Something has really got a hold on us. And I believe it has to do with the way that we live our lives, right? We're so accustomed to our work, come home, whatever it is, watch TV, like, just so accustomed, and we need to just let go of that and just renew ourselves, right? Just renew. Next, trust and thrive, Stag. Trust, have enthusiasm, right? Relax, peace, trust, right? Beautiful, very reassuring. Be brave and honest, right? This peaceful warrior, peaceful knight energy, right? Embody yourself. Be brave enough to be your true self, to embody, right? To do what you need to do for your happiness and, you know, and with others. And on this honesty, this very, very generous, very kind, humble, you know, honest. Because honestly, we don't know, right? Wait for important information. Honestly, we don't know. Yeah, and that's okay. So let's not go to extremes. Let's relax. It's okay. It's the holidays. Let's do our best to be merry and to spread, you know, to spread our love and joy and peace and kindness and generosity, right? Especially in these times. What a beautiful reading. Oh my God. I'm very moved by this reading. It's so reassuring. Yeah, so we're definitely going to close it there. Thank you so much for joining. Again, feel free to follow me on Instagram for more info. Feel free to reach out for anything at all. I'm very happy to connect people with communities or resources that could support them. Or if you're interested in working with me privately, again, feel free to reach out. Yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the month, and if you resonated with this, feel free to check out some of the other videos for other energies and other guidance. This month I already have the air and water videos up for November, and we'll have fire up definitely by the end of this week too. So thank you all again, and until next time, many blessings to you.